So typically in a DreamIt program, we have a Where Are They Now video series where we'll put up a minute-long video and we'll kind of show you a past company and where they've come from. But since we're here at South by Southwest and we have a lot of companies here, we're actually going to do something a little different. We're actually going to have our Where Are They Now series live. So with that, I'm going to introduce a company that came out of the New York program but is an Austin favorite. I give you Michael with Hootme.
My name is Michael Ketting again, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Hootme. And we built a QA platform for students, teachers, and experts. So put yourself in the shoes of a teacher today, right? Technology is allowing classes to be taught at a scale unlike anything before. But the double-edged sword of this scale is that personalized learning is very, very difficult. So put yourself in this class. You're teaching 500, maybe 1,000 students, and those students start to have questions. It's nearly impossible to field all those questions, right? Now, if you're on the student side and you have the question, you're probably using something like Facebook to try to find friends who are online and ask your questions to them, but Facebook was never built for this, right? So what if we could change all this? Well, this is exactly what we've done with Hootme. We built a QA platform that leverages Facebook. So it's a Facebook app. So for the students, it looks and feels a lot like a Facebook group. Shows up on the left-hand side of your Facebook page. Once you enter the app, though, Hoot immediately takes the students into study mode. You're able to see questions on the left-hand side, and then answers occur on the right-hand side. So each question is like its own Q&A room. We've also built in a lot of tools, though, to make this kind of classroom collaboration really easy. One of my favorites is doodle recording. Doodle recording is a lot like Khan Academy for anybody, where you can draw out your ideas, you can record them as you're drawing them with a voiceover, and then they're available for playback later. But we've also remembered the teacher in all of this. So not only can the students access this from Facebook, but the teachers can also integrate this with their LMS platform, so whether that's Blackboard or Canvas. And then we've also built in an analytics dashboard. Now, this analytics dashboard allows the teachers to see the number of questions each student is asking, and then also the number of answers they're providing, so they're able to gauge classroom participation. This is really important for us because at the end of each semester, us being Hootme, at the end of each semester, we're able to see how many questions each student has answered, and we're able to proxy the students who've answered the most questions are probably the ones who've grasped the material the best, right? If you can teach it, then you've probably exhibited mastery. So what that means is we ask those students to come become experts on our platform. And experts are important because each question on Hootme has an expert button, a request expert button. So if the student decides that they need extra help, more help than they can get from their classmates or peers, they can click that button and we'll immediately connect them with the first available expert. So in this case, I'm going to push it, and the first available expert here is Sid. So Sid's an MIS guru, and he's going to be able to help me with my questions. And how this works is I'm going to post a question to Sid. I'm going to subscribe to him first for a monthly fee. And then I'm going to post my questions on his wall, and then he has an obligation to respond. So that's how I'm able to get help kind of beyond what the classroom environment would already provide. So what I just showed you are two aspects of Hoot, the class Q&A component and then the expert component. I'm going to focus in on the class QA first, dive a little bit deeper here because this is what we had to get right first. And we launched this on the wings of a lot of great press. A lot of this press came a bit too early, though, because we still hadn't learned exactly how students study online and how teachers really use these types of products. But this press was really beneficial for us in the fact that it did bring a couple key users on. So a great example here is Professor Tuttle. He's an MIS professor here at the University of Texas, and he teaches 800 students. So he signed up for Hootme and started using it to really manage his class QA. Now, the kind of scale that he was dealing with, just to give you an idea, in the first 3 weeks of his class, his students had asked over 500 questions. So you could imagine him as a teacher alone, he never could have fielded these without a platform like Hootme. Great thing is, though, Professor Tuttle isn't the only class that we've been able to watch. We've signed up classes and students and teachers from all over the world. In fact, even one of our most active is down in Honduras. And this has allowed us to see over 30,000 questions and answers have crossed the platform. So lots of help. We've already seen lots of students get lots of help from here. But the next component of this is the expert owl. We call our experts owls at Hootme. And again, the way this works, so going back to the Sid example, if I needed help from expert Sid, I could post my question, I could pay Sid directly, much like a marketplace, and then we at Hootme take a small transaction fee off of that. But here's the deal. These experts don't just have to be students. They can also be industry experts. So in this case, we're actually really excited to announce that Bob Metcalf has agreed to be one of our guinea pigs here for our first industry push. Now, in a couple weeks, Bob Metcalf is going to come onto the platform at hoot.me/Bob Metcalf, and students from all over the world are going to be able to ask one of the internet's greatest tycoons, the inventor of Ethernet, any question. So these students are going to have access to something unlike never before, which we're really, really excited about. So the team, it's 3 of us. We've all been University of Texas students. We're excited to announce that we just finished up back in December, so now we're full-time. And we've been fortunate to receive backing, obviously from DreamIt Ventures, but also Startle through their program. And that's allowed us to surround ourselves with a great advisory group. So Stephen Hodaz is was one of the early guys at the Princeton Review. He helped NASA develop their STEM education program. Lori with Startle, Steve obviously here with DreamIt, and then here at UT, Bob Metcalf has done a great job surrounding us with a mentorship base, Isaac and Kyle. So just kind of recap what we're doing here is we're allowing teachers to take a friend network, Facebook, and then connect those students with their peers to kind of crowdsource those questions. And then for the times when the students can't get help from their peers, we connect them with experts. Now, the beautiful thing about all of this is that we're actually curating all these interactions. So you can imagine each time a question gets posted and then answered on Hootme, that goes into our knowledge bank, which over time, that means we're building up a knowledge bank of frequently asked questions, essentially. So in the future, we anticipate being able to actually search through these questions and provide answers on the spot, which means we're curating the world's knowledge. So if you'd like to help us solve the world and cure the world of unanswered questions, if you're a student, teacher, or expert, join us. Thank you.